buddy. Didn't want to be rude, so let's point him out now. Dave Cage making his way back. Let's stop and let him do that. All right. I really appreciate all you guys hanging out here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. It's been a good time. You guys having fun? Awesome. All right, well, we just have 2 more comics. Now, you know how I've been really excited to tell you about each comic? Well, now I'm contractually obligated to introduce the next person. If you were here only a few short months ago, you may have remembered that we had a roast-off. Yeah. Some people ripped their shirts off, like Hulk Hogan, minus the Hulk Hogan build. Some people did some posing. Some people sweated profusely. And that's because the subway in Kaiser sucks and I was there. So let's, in all seriousness, give a big warm welcome to my good buddy, Mr. Cory Bush!
I understand he's a little bitter. But when you have a Hulk Hogan style pose off where you literally rip the shirt off, you can't beat that. I'd like to start this off with an apology. I tried to make some new friends lately. They asked me if I wanted to try some Coke. I went to the back room and didn't see any soda, so I figured it'd be a little dangerous to turn them down. So if you see me sniffle or drip or drop or sneeze, I've got a little Frosty the Snow nostril going on, so bear with me. Woo! Loving life as a big guy, but a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen when you live life as a big guy. For example, if you go out and try to acquire yourself a lady friend at a bar, that's like playing a video game on master mode. There are 99 levels, and if you screw up on number 98, the game is over! She comes out after 2 hours of drink buying and talking and is like, "What's your favorite color?" "Well, actually, I'm partial to green." "Ooh, we were looking for periwinkle blue." "Damn you, Crayola color changes, you screw me every time." But one of the positive things is that if I am successful and I get to the after event, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, fat guys are the luxury cars of sex. Now hang on, baby birds, I'm gonna feed you. I'm not gonna leave that as a hanging chad. Who in here takes care of themselves, goes to the gym all the time? Give me a woo, give me something. Maybe this lovely gentleman here. If you get yourself one of those guys, that's like driving a sports car. You're turning turns hard, you got adrenaline pumping, but you really just spend all your time working the stick. Oh, but if you get yourself a bad boy, that's like driving a motorcycle. Like, you're free and clear to do whatever you want, but when something goes wrong, it's going really wrong. And somebody's leaving with a rash. But boy, oh boy, if you get yourself a big guy, that's like having an Escalade, baby. That's like riding a town car. I got features other guys don't have. I got the heated seats. I got the extra big shock absorbers. Hell, if I slap the belly in the middle of it, we got cruise control. Let's not forget about a built-in seatbelt. Safety first, guys, safety first. So I got in trouble by my buddy's girlfriend the other day because she saw a picture of me and him mooning his cousin, a picture I did not know was taken. And I was like, "Are you mad at me?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "I'm mad at you." And I was like, "I get it. I mooned you Back to the Future style. And if you don't stop talking shit, I'm going to pull down my Marty McFly and show you the flux capacitor." Speaking of which, when you are in the boudoir and you are a gentleman who is trying not to finish too early, I believe that is like Tom Hanks trying to get off that island in Cast Away. You think you got it covered, but you keep getting shot back to shore. And I don't know about you, but in my room, there's always a volleyball telling me I'm being a pussy. I think his name is Voight. Can you imagine how much of a maverick you were as sperm? You're the survivor. You're the winner. People can talk shit to you your whole life, but you made it and they didn't. I know me personally, I was a Top Gun sperm. I was in there riding it out just like, "Get out of the fucking way." I question some of you shadier fuckers out here. I think you were the more deceptive sperm. You were like, I'm gonna draw an egg on the wall, and when everybody turns around, I'm the fucking winner. Or maybe you were the sad, lonely sperm at the end of a father's career. Maybe you were the last one, which means that you were closing windows, you were locking doors, you took down a calendar from the 60s. It's just sad. You like just turn the lights out and that's it, it's over. Woo! I love you guys. This is a lot of fun to do. This has become my home. Look at this place. It's packed to the gills, and it's because of all of you. I'm not going to be one of those guys to ask you applause for them or yourselves. You know where you are, and you know we're awesome, or you wouldn't be here. But I'm upset. And I'm upset at the president. And before anybody judges me, let me get to the end of this. I'm upset at the president because he made a promise to me that he didn't keep. And it was not the wall, it was fucking Space Force. That was my dream. Are you kidding me? Like, there's no running in space. There's no walls to climb. Like, that's the one branch of the military I can join. Just a bunch of gamers, like, just in a pod somewhere controlling space planes. But not I. Not Cory J. Bush. And my spaceship, it will be shaped like a giant dick. And I will reside in the balls. But will I have lasers? No. Missiles? Not me. What I want is an adhesive liquid with explosives in it that shoots out like a wall. And when it hits your ship, I come on the intercom like Shatner, like Patrick, like the lady from Star Trek that I can't remember. And I'm just like, this is your final moment. Miracle! Because I like to come classy. Got my butthole licked recently. Not really sure how I feel about it, but the lady in question sure seemed to think that I liked it. Had a lot of questions. Only really got through one. I was like, what did it feel like? She was like, well, it's a little bit spongy. And I'm like, goddamn hemorrhoids get me every time! But I believe it's time, my friends. It's time to slow this down. First with a question. Make some noise if this is the first time you've come to one of these tonight. Oh my God, this is gonna be fun. So I want to talk to you about something that's really important to me. It's something some unwilling, irresponsible, and sad people have to deal with all over the country. And that's adults who shit their pants in public. Wait! Don't laugh. It happened to me. You're still laughing. You guys are a great crowd. Great crowd. We will begin this story at the end of a 4-hour road trip, where your GPS says you have 5 miles until your destination. But your colon says you have 3 miles until total destruction. So once again, you're Tom Hanks looking for an oasis. And what did I find? Did you find one of the good classy bathrooms? You never do when you need it. And out of the trees, I pull upon a sign for Dollar General. Yeah, not the best of bathrooms to find. But I'm like, game on, gotta take care of this. So I pull into that Dollar General, thinking that I've made it, I'm free and clear. And I throw my legs out of the car, and being the large gentleman that I am, squishing down to get out of the car puts me on the Hershey Squirt Express. I'm here to tell you it was only an exit. Furthermore, here's my next problem. This isn't 12 o'clock at night. This isn't 1 in the morning. This isn't 5 in the afternoon. Hurricane Katrina just happened in my ass, and I got a 5-year-old who's walking by wondering why I look weird. But what do? You know what I did? Got a crab walking on inside. You can't let that doo-doo butter touch anything. But I had to stop once I got through the door and look at some floral shit, because everybody's going to notice if you do this for 50 yards. I make it inside. Of course there's a line. Because there's always a line when you don't need there to be one. But I got to go to the front of that line right now. And it's like the worst line you can imagine. There's an angry old black lady. There's an angry soccer mom with her kids running around her feet. There's a guy, not in a suit and tie because he's missing the jacket, but he has the tie and he looks like he's short on time. And I gotta go to the front of that line where there's Kyle. And I have to ask Kyle for the key. Because this is the kind of place where 100 pieces of shit in a lifetime have stolen the key, so now you gotta ask permission to take a shit. Well, at least that's what they think. I need to clean up a shit. So I go to the front of this line and I'm like, can I get the bathroom key, please? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can I get the bathroom key, please? Sir, what did you need? I need the bathroom key. Can you just fucking give it to me? And he gives me a brick attached to a hammer with a 2x4 with 16 My Little Pony keychains with one key on the end of it. And you have to take this spotlight, throw it over your shoulder, and roll into the inner sanctum in shame. Everybody knows what's going on. Something bad has happened, or will happen. So I get inside that door, and I'm all alone with my bad choices. I'm all alone with my bad decisions. What do you do first? Obviously you clean up, but you gotta try to MacGyver Mission Impossible your underclothes off without getting your dirty, shitty underwear on everything, including the bathroom. But I clean up, I take care of things. Now there's a problem. Evidence. Oh yeah, you gotta do something with them. So I beg of you people, what do? Do you take it or leave it? Leave it. You're damn right you leave it. But where do you leave it? Yeah, that's right. Where do you leave it? Obviously, first guess is trash can, but only if it's a flappy top. Not if it's one of the open cans, because somebody will know it was you. The Ronald McDonald shit smear that you left in there will haunt that place when you leave. And I'm here to tell you what I did, and what I implore you to do in the same situation. I wrapped those dirty, shitty boxers up in towels, and then I put them in the trash can under the bag, like a grenade that Tyler will pick up later. You should have made the bathroom key a little easier experience, prick. And you break out of that sumbitch like you're Andy Dufresne trying to get out of Shawshank Redemption. And I hope, and I pray, that I can find my red in a new horizon. Say Wataneo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cory Bush.